discussion with some of the honorable members, Senator Malala and a number of MPs at the University of Nairobi, before Honorable Gideon Keter brought into the House the bill that was just passed. I think I'm one of the people who engineered that bill when I confronted them with a question that you are elected leaders, you are seated here, you understand the impact of Fuliza on young people. I take a Fuliza of 500 shillings, I fail to pay, I'm taken to CRB, I'm listed as a credit defaulter, then they list me there, they deny me access to finances. You are elected leaders, you have the capacity, you have the ability. What are you doing? It is from that conversation that Honorable Gideon Keter drafted a bill that was just passed in the parliament. So I would say I was responding to you not to generalize. I don't like an instance where someone does a mistake and the entire group is you know. So I was just trying to defend that in as much as a majority of them has failed, some have tried. People like Gideon Keter, I can attest, he has done something. You know, you should be asked for some qualifications when there is assurance that whatever it is that you're in pursuit of, there is a possibility of attainability at the end of the day. Yes, so that is just one, but I believe there are some, but in most instances, they've failed. You look at MPs misbehaving as if they are kindergarten kids in parliament.
So we're talking about more failure than success. We're just looking at progress this far.
Sure.
And someone would now start asking, you've talked about activism. And we're looking at how to do this shift, you know, because I'm avoiding the normal questions we've been asking. We're looking at solution-oriented, you know, the conversation today. A lot of youth, as you're speaking, yes, in the, you know, university forums, we have very powerful youth how do you call it, university politics. We see them. Some have actually come out to take these positions away from, you know, when you look at their profiles and their bios, they came from these movements into now actively participating in these political parties. But now we are asking ourselves, how do we ensure that this transition from the activism into the real involvement like you're doing yourself, how is it, you know, possible? How can we do it seamlessly without having to be the castigators, like you said?
It is evident that the problem, one of the problems we've been having is that, it's participation and involvement. But I would bring it in a different angle. We're in a country where people, young people who are never allowed to express and feel their youthfulness at that age are scrambling for youthful positions with youths today. Someone who is at 50 is struggling to feel the impact of being a youth, because he or she was denied an opportunity to participate and believe in their youthful ages. Are you getting me?
I'm following.
Nice. Now, we lack a bridging gap